Once upon a time, in a lush green meadow by a forest, lived a grown-up hardworking honeybee named Bibi. Beyond the forest had a large lake with beautiful, colorful flowers. She was a diligent worker, always busy gathering pollen and nectar from the meadow and forest's beautiful flowers. She loved her job and was proud to be an important member of her bee colony. But Bibi had a problem. She was terrified of the lake beyond the forest. Every time she went out to collect pollen, she would come back with less pollen than the other bees, because she would spend most of her time hiding in the bushes by the edge of the forest, worrying about the dangers of the lake. One day, the queen bee called Bibi aside and told her that she needed to improve her skills or she would have to leave the hive without her stinger. This made Bibi very upset because she didn't want to be kicked out of the hive. She loved her home and her family, but she was also very scared to go into the lake. All that water? What is that? The queen bee saw that Bibi was upset and she didn't want to scare her. So she told her that she could take her time and go out into the lake when she was ready. She also told her that she believed in her and that she could do it if she tried hard enough. This gave Bibi some hope and she decided to try again to go into the lake. The next day, Bibi went out into the forest and started to look for flowers to collect pollen from. She got closer and closer to the edge of the forest, the fear crippling and more. She remembered when she first went into the forest, breathing in to relax, but this time the fear was bigger. Maybe because the water, maybe because it was so far away from her home in the meadow. So she decided to take more than one deep breath and she would fly closer and closer to the lake's edge, then fly back a bit. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. At first she was still very scared, but as the days went on, she flew from bush to bush. She saw all the beautiful flowers and the warm sunshine and suddenly her fear began to disappear. She started to feel excited. As Bibi flew from flower to flower, she realized that the lake wasn't so scary after all. It was beautiful and exciting. With each flower she visited, Bibi's confidence grew and she collected more and more pollen, breaking the record of collection. She was so happy that she had overcome her fear and that she could now enjoy all the beauty of the entire forest. From then on, Bibi was never afraid of going into the forest again. She loved her life as a honeybee and was proud of her ability to collect pollen from the beautiful flowers in the forest. This story shows us that we shouldn't let our fears control us. It also teaches us that we should be brave and face our fears in order to succeed. With courage and determination, Barry overcame his fear and became a successful honeybee. If you liked the story, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more stories, stay tuned for more content. The end.